Hey everyone, James from Support here. In today's video I'm going to show you the rolling intake relationship type and just take a bit of time to explain what it is and how you can set it up. So before I start, you do need to know that we're still building this, so there are some elements that I can't show you today, but it's probably a good time just to explain the concepts anyway. Give you a chance to learn how it works, because out of all of the relationship type processes that we're building, this is the one that's going to involve the most planning and the most thought on your end. So what it's all about is it's about offering flexible course delivery. So you can see here we have the name of the relationship is rolling intake, and the from name is the rolling intake course, which is going to be it's actually going to be a product record that we're going to make. And then you also have the to relationship, which is rolling intake subject, which is going to be the courses. And so the idea is that there may be cases where you want students to, or you want to be able to offer a rolling delivery. Students can come and let's say in this example I've got a course called accounting that is going to be made up of 16 units, and we're going to be teaching it across 4 terms. So what I've done here is, you can see I've created these 4 courses: accounting term 1, accounting term 2, accounting term 3, and accounting term 4. And within these courses we've got 4 units each. So we can see here I've got these 4 units for term 1, and if I was to come back, and we can see the same across all of these others as well. So each of these has 4 units, and they're all differing, adding up to a total of 16 units. So, and the way that the rolling intake of this works is, I've gone and set up 2 classes. So the way that these classes are set up is, if you have a look at the dates here, so this is for term 1. So, and the way that I've planned this out in this example is that term 1 is going to be considered from the start of January to the end of March. And so I've got here 12 sessions for this first class, and this is starting 4th of January 2021. You can see here the second class option that I've made is a year later, starting in January 2022. And that could be simply because perhaps somebody comes along and they want to start in term 2, in which case this process would allow them to do that. The whole idea is that you don't have to start from term 1. You could start from term 2, term 3, and simply what would happen is that instead of enrolling into term 1 and term 2 of 2021, we would enroll them into terms 3 and 4 of 2021, and then terms 1 and 2 in 2022. And there's a little bit of additional work that we have to do on our side to make that happen yet, and that will all be done in the checkout. So the way that it would work is, we have here a product. This is kind of the parent record, the parent product, and I've called it Certificate for Accounting, which is just obviously a name I've given it. And then we've gone and set up our relationships in here so this is on the course. The relationship to the product that we've just made is called rolling intake course, because that is the overriding parent. And remember, if you ever get mixed up about what is the from relationship and what's the to relationship, you can always just check back within preferences. So we've added those relationships, and we can see here that we've created these classes. If we actually come back here and I highlight these and go to find related classes, we can see all of the classes I've made. We've got 2 years worth of classes. Oh, I forgot to add a fee to this one here. That's okay. And the reason you can see here that I've got individual fees on all of this, and the reason you would do that is because of the way that onCourse's budgeting works. You want it would help you to be able to see the budgeting work correctly, so that money obviously gets divvied up over time as course delivery happens, and making sure that you fill out the budget on each class is the best way to do that. So just to wrap this up, the way this works, at checkout, somebody goes and they would add the certificate for accounting product to their cart, and they would be shown, because all of these courses have been added to that, then all of those courses would be shown in the checkout with all of those class options, and you would be asked to specify a class option. And so really a good way to think about it is you'd be organizing the training plan and formulating the training plan within the checkout itself. And again, it comes back to that idea of a rolling intake. So if somebody wants to start in term 4 of 2021, this makes that possible. You would just select class 1 from accounting term 4, and then for the rest, accounting term 2, term 3, term 1, term 2, and term 3, you'd make sure you select the second class, and the checkout should be smart enough to reorder all of that and show you exactly what you've planned out for the student at the time. And that's a bit of an explainer on how rolling intake relationship works in onCourse.